How's it going, everybody? I just got my microphone on. There we go. So what am I doing right now? Yes, I'm getting dedicated police force. I just got to go and switch out all my stuff on my tabs on my second screen here. Okay, gotcha. Right. Yeah, so I'm building up my reserves here. I don't want to be doing that. I want to keep on building stuff. Alright, so we need more iron. Actually, just have a look at my iron mines. There we go. Probably still need to keep building more iron, though. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we need another... Let's go with 2. Probably need tools as well. I think that requires tools? Coal. Right. And what are my tools used for exactly? Sawmills? Oh, it is used for this as well, my bad. Right, so the iron is too expensive in this province, so we've got to keep building that iron up. And then we need to keep building more tools. to make it easier and cheaper to produce the iron. Dedicated police forces successfully progressed the ascent. We're about to finish this off. I'm going to have a look at my thing here again. We're still on 74, and we are steadily increasing our liberty desire here. It's only 1839, and we're very close to actually getting this done. Before, it took me 20 years before I even had to consider, like, quitting and restarting the game. Oh, right, we need nationalism. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Is not a personal lenient type subject, has researched nationalism. Can I go and declare independence? Right, so I have to increase autonomy first before I can do this. So I'm going for nationalism first. So I should just forget doing water tube and just go for nationalism and then do this. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 3 years. Jesus, hold on. Let me have a look at my text here. Alright, so I've got all the level 1s. It's just because I got such, like, a shitty... I've got terrible literacy in my country. I mean, not literacy. I don't have enough universities. Terrible innovation in my country. Well, having a look at this again. We want iron mines. Maybe we want to get tooling workshops as well. I'm just going to have a look at the local prices again. So we're getting another 40 iron. And what are our tools on? Plus 18. So yeah, we probably want to actually go for the other iron mines. How is my investment pool? Okay, 67.5k. That's good. Right, and I want to get some more infrastructure in the capital region. I forgot to set up my decrees, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do social mobility and maybe road maintenance. And this is not my capital. This is just my main manufacturing and district, state, whatever you call it. Do they call them states in Finland? I feel like Finland probably isn't a federation. It's probably a unitary state, so I'm going to call it a province for now. I feel like federations in Europe are usually the you feel like getting industrial tech is better. Well, no, I agree, but I need nationalism in order to get my autonomy up, and I want to do that so I can steal this land from the Russians while I have 0 infamy. And it'll give me an opportunity to go and conquer some more land as well, so social tech is not needed right now. I know, I'm going for industrial after nationalism. Oh, right, what am I doing? Yes, politics. Let's go for politics. So we've got this extra legitimacy. I want to use this opportunity to go and... I might go for landed voting. Another thing I could do is go for freedom of conscience again and try and reduce the power of the church. I think that's a good idea if I can't go for anything else. I might go for cultural exclusion because that's a fairly easy one to go for and relative. Voting law right now is unpassable. This is passable, isn't it? $33 out of and 2 for the opposers for the opposition. Yeah, I'll go. I was probably going to go for this one anyways. I'll have a look at the voting laws after. Oh, man. When is that DLC coming out? Was it the 23rd? I know EU5's coming out in November. Was it I think it's November 9th. And I think there's a Crusader Kings 3 thing coming out in a week. I think it's September 9th. Man, I'm really looking for forward to the China DLC. Well, really, it's not just China; it's the East Asian DLC. But yeah, there's so much stuff being added in all these Paradox games that I'm incredibly excited for. That I haven't been excited for in like 4 or 5 years, and it's just all the good stuff. It's like crazy. I haven't played Victoria 3 in like 3 or 4 years as well, and I just kind of came back into it, and realizing it's like probably one of the better games in the franchise right now. What was it? Yeah, CK3. Like I mean, I like the idea of the inauguration DLC, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm really that excited for it, and I'm thinking it's just like a kind of like a glorified event DLC. It's a flavor DLC. But I don't mind because I already got the fucking season pass, so I'm getting it for free anyways. I mean, it's not really for free, but I already purchased it. Preferring Victoria 3 to Hearts of Iron. Honestly, I think Victoria 3 has been a better game than Hearts of Iron for a while now. Hearts of Iron is just I don't know. Like vanilla Hearts of Iron is really boring. I play Hearts of Iron for the mods mainly. Um, I am cautiously optimistic about the new DLC for factions and the faction overhaul stuff. It seems pretty interesting, but I think fundamentally Hearts of Iron, like the building blocks and the foundation of that game, really don't allow for much innovation on many fronts, like diplomacy or the faction mechanic they're coming out with. Um, um, I mean, it's interesting though because the faction mechanic is very clearly lifted from stuff like Stellaris, or I would even argue that the Stellaris Federation mechanic is kind of lifted from Crusader Kings 2, from the Conclave mechanic, which I think a lot of people might not realize, or maybe it's my rose-tinted goggles speaking here, and maybe my memory of the Conclave system is not quite as accurate as I'd like it to be, but I feel like the conclave system back in the day was pretty much that, where it was like you had like a kind of granular court system and legal system where you have like, you know, many different kinds of rights, as it were, things that you could do, and you had this kind of gradual progression towards autocracy or gradual progression towards like autonomous council uh, mechanics, I guess you could say. Where in Hearts of Iron 4, from what I'm seeing with the faction system, it's actually, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I think what I saw was they're adding like faction goals, whereas a democracy, you want to stop stop the extremists from taking over the world, like the communists and the fascists, and you want stability and peace generally. I think that's the main goal. And then you have like the fascists, which are like, oh yeah, they want to go and expand and shit, whatever. But I think it's an interesting idea for a different game. But for Hearts of Iron 4, I don't know how much like how well that's gonna play. But yeah, whatever. Um, we'll see. We'll see. They have to change a lot of stuff in that game in order for that to really work. So that kind of leads me to believe that maybe they're not just overhauling factions, but they're overhauling other things like diplomacy. But even then, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Like if they overhaul diplomacy, one of the amazing things that could happen in that game is you could actually find a situation where they could actually extend the game into like the Cold War era, because you don't necessarily have at least my hope is that you could potentially have a system where you could actually peace out without necessarily like capitulating a country to completion. Like if Germany wins and manages to for example, like if yeah, so what was I saying? So if Germany were to invade France and actually defeat enough British forces and encircle enough British forces before they can get away when France capitulates, then Britain should surrender. I think Britain, if a Dunkirk situation were to fail, then I think Britain could feasibly just surrender there and just stop the war. They might start another war with Germany in the future, but in that situation, like yeah, you could have like a complete, you know, I guess you could call it a white peace, but France would be, you know, there would be a collaborated government, and then you can go on from there. But I don't think the focus tree system really works for that. And like I said, a lot of stuff would have to be like overhauled in order for you to like to really do more with Hearts of Iron 4. It's that's the problem. Like I think it's the focus tree system is way too restrictive for the kinds of things that you would like to see in a game like that. But I guess one way you could do it is just add like a focus tree for alternative scenario situations like that, if you were to plan for something like that. But yeah, it's really ultimately focus trees are kind of hampering innovation mechanics wise. To be honest, the game is made for Total War, so I prefer something for regional wars too. Oh yeah. Okay, what am I thinking of here? You know, it's one of the things I really like about EU5 is that they're kind of moving away from mission trees, because I mean it's not that like in EU4 mission trees were not like as restrictive as they are in Hearts of Iron 4. Like you could actually do things without necessarily feeling like you have to follow the mission tree, but at the same time, like if you want to get all the good bonuses and you want to get all the good shit, then you have to do the mission trees. And all the flavor in regards to like country paths and stuff like that. If you're playing as England, if you want to get the most flavorful stuff and all the flavorful events, you have to do the mission trees. If you found vanilla boring, go achievement hunting in a historical. Oh yeah. Yeah, mission trees are fun in EU4, but yeah, I think the way that EU5 is a lot better. Like the way that EU5 is doing is a lot better. Uh, where am I? What am I doing? Yeah, am I still doing nationalism? I am. So I'm only going to go for autonomy. I'm not actually going to go for full independence when I do this war, and I'm going to be specifically going for some of these. I'm maybe going to go for this one because I think, from what I remember, there's coal mines here. Nothing really here. I guess I'd go for this just to take the Russian capital. And I believe, apart from this province, is actually their only like Western port. Actually, I just realized there are some stuff up here as well. But if I were to take this, then they don't have any ports on their western coast apart from the Baltic government. So it's really something to keep an eye on. I won't be able to take everything because I don't have the maneuvers to take everything. But yeah, another thing is because I've got this mod here, the nation formation. So I could potentially do multiple things here. I could go and do a unification play and take all of these Scandinavian provinces, states, I should say, without necessarily forming Scandinavia, and then I could form Finno-Ugria, which is the same tier as Scandinavia, and subsequently, because I don't have to take all of these provinces, all of these states in order to form the thing, it allows me to take the rest with the return state, making for cheaper stuff. But yeah, I'm going to do it after independence. What do you mean? What do you mean forming nations? Yeah, I'm going to form the nations after independence, but I definitely want to take all this, or as much land as I can in the increased autonomy war. Plus, I've got to test it out because I'm going to assume that there are going to be like alternative formables that I can mess around with after I form Baltos, was it Finno-Ugria or Scandinavia? But I really want to just test that out first because, yeah, if I have the opportunity, I want to form the United States of Europe. Oh, though, actually, hold on. I'm going to double check something here. I want to make sure that I actually have to play as Finland and be Finland. Okay, yeah, so I can do this. I just have to start as Finland, but then I can do whatever the fuck I want afterwards. So yeah, I should be fine. But yeah, definitely one of the things I want to do is build up my law enforcement actually. And we're gonna have a look at our investment pool again as well. So we're finishing this up. Once we finish with the tooling workshops, I'm gonna wait and see how my investment pool manages with the extra factory. With the extra construction sectors. Law proposal causes uproar in Russian communities. Hold on, do I have Russian as a primary culture? That is a good question. Let's have a look at cultures. Okay, so we have Finnish and Swedish. Yeah, okay, well, we don't really care about the Russian pops. We are anti-Russian. We're a very anti-Russian administration, so... Alright, so I'm gonna have a look at my diplomacy again. Okay, so I'm fucking... What is going on here? So the Ottomans, I guess, are no longer as powerful as they used to be. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, so I can get... Okay, I can do a bunch of things. I really want to get this technology, though. Okay, so the Ottomans don't seem to be weaker than they were before. Not much weaker. I'm going to have a look at the Russian rivalry status situation here. Actually, we'll do this again. Okay, so the French might be able to support my independence, but yeah, okay, I wasn't... Definitely wasn't holding my breath here. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have a bit of a walk here, just to stretch my legs while I'm waiting. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright. Where am I? Yeah, so... Intensive agriculture, and we're gonna go with industrialists. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna have a look at my buildings, and then I'll go back for another stretch. Investment pool. Okay, so maybe we should go and build up more. We'll do this as well. And then build another construction sector. I'm also going to have a look at my iron mines. I don't have the technology yet. I'm still getting nationalism. May. Should we get this in before May? Okay, so we're going to get it after May. But not long after. And I'm looking at this, and I think we've lost our support. We still have support regime, but our thing has gone up, so that's very good. So we should be able to increase autonomy once we get nationalism. For sure. Alright, I'm gonna go for another walk. Alright, let's have a look here. Alright, still a lot of waiting. Okay. Cultural exclusion. Okay, so I might go and, I'm gonna produce another one of these. Construction sector. Corpio. We're gonna have a look at the local prices again. Just to see if I'm, I need to do some more stuff here. So I might need to go and build, another iron. So we'll do one here. They're already building one. I think they've got it in the private construction queue, so actually we're not going to do that. We're going to wait for them to do that. Then we're going to go with fabric. So one of the ways we can produce fabric is by making a livestock ranch in Corpio. So and then we'll improve the methods there. So that should be 15 fabric per livestock ranch. And then we're going to go and unpause. Alright, several things happened there that I wasn't really a party to. Let's do that. No, we're going to keep them in the Finnish United League. And Admiral Lars Oakvist. Oh, okay, you know what, let's do that. I don't need the Admiral. Uh-huh. Oh, yes, right. So I think I got the technology. Good, perfect. Alright, I'm going to save the game, and we're going to start requesting our independence. Hello, how's it going? Eliusi Santi. Alisu Santi. True. Yeah, I'm alright. Monopio. Right. Did they not do the thing? I'm gonna have a look at our private construction. Look at the iron. Okay, so iron building in this province is at the maximum capacity. What's the goal here? Well, the goal, funnily enough, is to form 100 tanks. Is to build 100 tanks as Finland. That's really the only goal that I have right now. I'm just going to have a look at the achievements, though, just to see. But there are other achievements that I haven't actually gotten before, strangely enough, even though I actually have done some of this stuff. So this one is our main goal. Starting as Finland, produce 100 units of tanks every week. That's really an end game goal because tanks are like a level 5 tech. Have invited exile, become the ruler of your nation, and pass the closed borders law. That's something I might consider doing, though I've never really found myself in an opportunity to really do that one. I'm the captain now as a member of Power Block when the struggle for Power Block leadership. I don't know, I suspect I might be able to possibly do that as Finland. I don't know. If I ever join the Russian Empire or one there. As a subject, have a pro-overlord lobby at max appeasement. I'm probably going to do this one as like a miscellaneous achievement. As a great power, have a pro-country lobby for your country and every other great power, which I've never really managed to get. I haven't really tried going for it because it feels like a bit of a lame achievement. Have a communist movement with support over 50%. That's another one. Who writes this achievements? I don't know. Someone at Paradox must be in charge of that. We've already got one of these, and I think I might just go and reduce the enact success chance to get it back up to 4 with that setback. There we go, legislative failures, that resets it. Now we're at 11%, and hopefully we should be able to pass this law. Though there's no guarantee. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm going to go and increase my economy. Haha, Russia. Now they've refused, and now we're going to go and diplomatically demand that they increase our autonomy. Increase my fucking autonomy, bitch. I could go for independence. I don't want independence. What I want right now is to go and conquer a bunch of their stuff. So I'm going to go take these back, and we're going to go and take, like, stuff here, I would say. Maybe that's probably the best way to go about it. I could liberate subjects as well, but I want to use up all of my points. Novgorod is one of my goals right now, because Novgorod has coal mines. 24 coal mines, potentially. Now we've got Austria joining the Russians. Sweden might want to join my war, but I don't want to give them anything that I own, so we're not going to do that. War reps. There are no war reps in this game anymore. It's called Enforced Treaty Article, which I could technically do, but it is very expensive, like money transfer wise. So I'll go for like 10% and show you what that is. I think war reps was 10%. So 5,248 what is this, pounds? Yeah, 5,248 pounds, which is 10% war reps per week, equals 6.2 infamy. And it's also 3 maneuvers as well. So it's also pretty expensive in terms of like the actual well, actually not that expensive in terms of well, actually no, my bad. This is wrong. This is lying. It's actually 53 maneuvers. So I'm going to go back. We're going to do 10% again. So what does this say? 8 maneuvers. So it's only really 3 maneuvers if you do it at 0%, right? And it can go up to 53 maneuvers. So it's way too expensive. They'll use up all of my maneuvers. I'd rather go and conquer their land than actually use money transfer. Though money transfer is really useful if, like, let's say you are being attacked, like you can do maximum money transfer. When were war reps removed? Actually, in this most recent DLC. So the most recent DLC adds treaties, which add a whole bunch of other things that you can do, like take on debt as a treaty. It used to be a diplomatic action that you could do when you clicked on here, was to take debt debts, I think, or something like that, pay for debts. But now it's one of these treaties, and the AI is a lot more reluctant to actually allow you to pay for their debts than they used to be. Support independence as well. Military assistance is a very interesting one that allows a country to like pay for military equipment during wars. Is it better or worse now? I would say it's better. Honestly, I think a lot of stuff feels a lot more in depth in regards to the treaty system. Not only that, but it felt like war reps was so obvious, like such an obvious thing to take in peace treaties, because you didn't really get any penalties, and the maneuver cost for taking war reps was incredibly cheap as well, for only like 10% of an enemy's economy. So, but now it's like it actually factors in and actually scales up depending on how much cash you want to take and how big the economy is, I believe. So yeah, it's yeah, definitely. I would say it's better. It's a lot more like well-rounded. We're gonna go conquer some states. So we want Novgorod. Probably also want to go and take like Arkhangelsk. And if I can take, yeah, Nenetsia, there we go, perfect. And we're going to go and put ourselves one of the petite bourgeoisie. Please help me out. Help me out, Britain. Put your troops on my front. Please, please, please. Oh, what's going on with my government? Oh yeah, because I have too many guys in my government. I don't have the legitimacy, I can't speak, legitimacy boost that the previous administration afforded. There we go. Intelligentsia is back. Back passing this incredibly unpopular law. for more cultural inclusion. Is this my favorite Paradox game? No, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I think I would say Imperator Rome might be one of my favorites. EU4 as like my second. I'm really looking for forward to EU5 when that comes out on December. Was it November? November the 9th. Alright, well, I'm hoping the French and the British actually help me out here. I suspect they're probably going to do some naval invasions. Though I am wondering, where did all their troops go? Like, there's only like 50 guys here. Oh, they're all helping out with the, with this. Wow, this is so lame. While the Russians try and take my shit. Oh my god, Britain, help me out here. They're doing all the worst possible things they could be doing, and they're not actually, like, doing any naval invasions or anything. Oh my god. Oh, what if I did something here? I'm gonna do something funny. Let's get our guy, our admiral here. I'm just gonna go and naval invade Novgorod. Actually, maybe not. Hold on, let me... let's go with, let's go and naval invade this, because I actually want the British to go and naval invade Novgorod. Also, we're going to have a look at Make Peace. I want to have a look at the non-participating belligerents. Oh yeah, they're trying to go for cars, so the Ottomans might actually stay in the war. Right, so the Prussians... the Prussians and the Austrians are actually losing their war support faster than the British are, so... But their capitulation desire is actually much lower. Yeah, I'm really not that fine. I'm gonna get screwed here. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Oh, good thing I saved. I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna keep doing this until I get my independence. Yo, fucks. Alright. Alright, now we're gonna do adamant defense because they've actually got some troops coming to that front, so we're gonna stop these guys from ruining my plans. Ay, ay, ay. The English just sold. Sold a lot. Let's go with, yeah. Well, I mean, I knew they were going to mess it up when they didn't, like, put all their troops on my front, so it's like... Because they're not getting anything out of this. Wait, so who was putting the? Oh, so it's the Russians are actually trying to take the land from the Ottomans. Okay. Alright, I might try and plan another invasion because I feel like the. Oh, are these guys? Oh my god. Jeez. All right. Well, stuff that up as well. Well, we'll see, because we might hold out before. Oh, we're not going to hold out because the British are going to go and capitulate. Um. Yeah. I mean, Jesus. I'm just going to lay back. This is not going to work. All right, give me a sec here. I'm really looking forward to the next humble choice. What the fuck? If you guys are in tune with that, I got the humble choice for last month, which had a bunch of like really good games. Alright, we'll do this. Go back, start the war again. Whew. Maybe this time I can I can actually get the British to help me out here. So now we're going to do the demand. So we've got the British and the Ottomans assisting us. I'm actually not going to go and put any extra any things on top until... Alright, well... Maybe I should. I'll just do all of these, then all of these war goals. Doing declare interests, take it away from there and there, and go for these. What do they want? Aulu. Which is, what, this one? No, I'm not getting that. Motherfucker. I ain't giving you my fucking land. Alright, so we're gonna go with Kola and East Karelia. Novgorod, Arkhangelsk, and Manitsia. This is exactly what I had last time. Nice. Alright, what if I were to go and do this? They might start moving some of their troops down to here. Alright, yeah, we need coal. That's why we're not getting any iron. Alright, well, it really feels like maybe this autonomy war might not work. I might have to get autonomy by some other means, like the thing that was suggested before. Alright, keep pushing, motherfucker. This might just screw over the Ottomans, honestly. Yeah, alright, well... I kind of did, because it just mobilized the, these guys. I mean, I guess it did move some guys over from my front, but still, it's like, it's just gonna make the Ottomans capitulate faster. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The British are, like, really fucking weak. God damn. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. What's going on here? Are we actually pushing through? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that elf. He clearly doesn't care about his personal elf. Alright, I'm just gonna save here. Alright, let's do the naval invasion. Let's go. Fucking pull these guys away from our front, hopefully. Yeah, okay, we've lost this. Alright, we're gonna go back again. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll just go back even further. I just, yeah, no, the Ottomans and the British can't fucking win this war for some reason, even though the British should be like, you know, the premier fucking military force on the map. So I'm just gonna wait for the Austrians and the Prussians to start fighting each other. Once they do, I can it'll make it a lot easier for me to take advantage of their situation, and then I don't know. It's really annoying because I think they did their leadership war fairly recently, actually. Okay, just making sure I'm seeing this right. Okay. Have I tried a world conquest? Oh, I did it like back when the game first came out. It was a lot easier to do world conquests on the like the launch patch. Yeah. What do you call it? The hegemony run. I think I've done I've done world conquests for all of my games, all the games that I played: Crusader Kings 3, Victoria, Hearts of Iron. I did it as Britain in Hearts of Iron because you kind of had to do that. What else? Imperator, did a world conquest in that. Did a few, maybe 3 or 4 of those. I think the first one I did was as the Antagonids, because funnily enough, even though they're in a really like terrible position at the start of the game, you can actually get a world conquest as those guys like incredibly quickly, because because of how the legacy of Alexander War happens. It's like an imperial conquest war. You can take all the territories from your enemies in like one foul swoop. Cool. Oh, I guess I'm not passing this one. Oh, do we have the... I think we have a... We're not Orthodox. Hold on a minute. Yeah, okay, we are. We're Protestant. I'm not sure. I feel like I must have pissed off the Finns before. Right, yeah, because I failed the petition, so I should do total separation, and that'll make them insurrectionary. Hopefully. Though yeah, it doesn't seem like they're... I don't think they're gonna, like... They're gonna do anything.
Hey, that's pretty good.
No, I don't play multiplayer because I don't like playing these games in multiplayer generally. It's just kind of... I prefer to play at my own pace, and it's just it can be really slow when you're playing with other people. It's just, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't like playing that way. Yeah, like I tried playing Hearts of Iron 4 as like in multiplayer, and I actually fell asleep during one of those sessions because it was just so fucking slow. Like I just couldn't fucking. I guess I probably should have just, you know, I should have been doing something on the side. Like I should have watched something while I was playing, but it was just so fucking boring. Well, I think the main issue is the lag, because usually when I'm playing games, and I think it's because I'm playing with like people overseas, like I can only get up to like speed 2 before the game freaks out, and it just won't go any further than speed 2 or speed 3 at the most. So it's just yeah, like at that point it's like I'm not gonna fucking play this. I'm just gonna play single player. This changes the equation. I'm thinking I might actually do this now. We're gonna go on own obligation. I'm gonna save it first. I'm actually gonna also check before I do that if I can actually. I can declare the war. Let's do it. Save the game. Declare the war. You guys are so fucked. I got France on my side, though. I mean, this might not work because there's a chance they might not accept, but I'm just going to double check here. Now we're going to go and increase autonomy. Oh, you guys are so fucked. You're so fucked. Yeah, join the war, Prussia. Join the war. See what happens. Now, we're going to go and do this, and we're going to take Novgorod, Arkhangelsk, Nenetsia. Though I mean, like I was talking about Hearts of Iron in particular, that was one of the bigger examples that I had where I just got like incredibly bored with these kinds of games. I think it would probably be better if I do if I play Victoria as a multiplayer game, because there's a lot more to do in between things. But yeah, Hearts of Iron is an especially egregious example of a game that is incredibly fucking boring to play as a multiplayer game. Alright, 25. That's good. We're gonna keep it there. We're gonna get rid of the fucking church. Yeah, minoritarians. Yeah, I probably should have passed this first before I started, but I gotta do it now. This is incredibly important. Oh, I'm actually not at war with the Prussians, so I'm gonna wait until the very end to start plopping more, like, demands down. Okay, well, they're already in, so I might as well just, like, do it now. Ah, you bastards. You fucking bastards. I'm gonna fuck you up. Yeah, Prussia just joined the war, so Austria, Prussia, Russia versus the Ottomans, France, Great Britain, and Finland. Novgorod. What else are we taking? We're taking Arkhangelsk, the city of... I think it's the Arkhangelsk is named after the Archangel Mikhail. Mikhail Gorbachev, the Archangel of the Soviet Union. So I'm gonna have a look at this. Okay, so they're just doing enforce investment rights, so we don't have any co-belligerents in my war now. Another thing I probably want to do is get a shitty thing here. Maybe what I want to do is let's get monetary related stuff here. We need at least 3 maneuvers. Don't I have 3 maneuvers? I've only got 2 maneuvers now. What? Oh! Oh, I think I fucked up. Oh, whatever, I'm just gonna keep it there. I don't care anymore. What are the French doing? Okay, let's just have a look at what they've got here. And combine it. And then we'll have a look at the military screen over here. And we'll just wait until the war happens. Wait for it to start. The minoritarian traditionalist movement, should I say, is firing off, but hopefully I should be able to get total separation passed before they manage to do that. Russia is now at war. We're going to have a look at our stats here. Oh, they are going for the Ottoman territories, so that's good. So the good thing is I've actually prepared in advance, and I'm getting law enforcement up, which should reduce the state penalties from turmoil, which I'm inevitably going to have because I've got a lot of infamy here. What is my government law? I am monarchy, so I should be getting a monarch governor has enacted professional army. Let's do this. Oh no, we got the worst results. Excellent. Look at that. Now we're going to go and we're going to quote pass a law for the church. Though really, what I'll be doing is just let's have a look at what they've got. So they're still on 23.7% clout. Though I guess they're dropping now. It's not immediate, is it? Oh, maybe this is what they've got. Okay. So how do I help out the church in some way or another? What will they allow me to pass? Okay. Let's have a look at this. Okay. Total separation. Maybe we can go and, like, fake pass state religion. Yeah, so they pretty much oppose all of the laws that I want to potentially pass here. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna try and, like, fake pass freedom of conscience or state religion. Let's do state religion, and that'll stop them from revolting against me. And then towards the end, when I'm close to actually, like, passing this, I'll cancel. Oh, they're loyal now. Nice. Yeah, no, look at that. We're actually we're pushing through because I did the naval invasion. That's distracted them. And the naval invasion is still going, so I've actually got like about 100 of their troops like stuck on this enclave here. Right, there we go. Now we got some coal. Oh my god. Look at that, Finland. Oh my god. That's horrifying. This isn't, I don't think I'm independent either, so I'm just going to double check here. Oh my god, am I independent? No, I'm not independent. I'm a protectorate, so I've got all this stuff that I want. Let's look at nation formation. I might not go for Novgorod. Oh, I need these two as well. Okay. This is really funny. Alrighty. Fucking perfect. Yeah, so we want to get some more government administrations. So I think one of the things I want to look at is paper. And for local prices within my own market here. Does that mean I'm producing paper here? Okay, so I guess paper is more expensive here because I have reduced access to the market. So that means I need to get some more, I need to get some railways. I have road maintenance, so that's not really a problem. As far as me not, you know, placing any of those down. We're going to get, we want to get get paper in a province and administrative centers and provinces that have sulfur mines. So this one's a really good one, but the population is so small that I might not want to like bother too much with that. Right, so the Ottomans have left their support for my independence treaty, and they have reduced. They're a bit more reluctant now. The French and the British are fine with this, and yeah, okay, that should be good enough for me at least. And we'll go and request independence a bit later as well. Finno-Ugrians. Finnic, Scandinavian, European heritage, culture. Oh, okay. All right, so I guess I'll get the Ugric cultures when I form the Finno-Ugric Empire, which I kind of want to do because Finnish language is more closely related to the Uralic peoples up here than they are to the Scandinavians. So culturally, I think they are more Scandinavian than they are Ugric, because of their history with Sweden and their close ties and political relations with the Swedes. So yeah. I got to improve my relations with the Swedes, I think. Though I think I have the ability now to actually form rivalries, possibly. With the Ottomans. And what is the church doing? How powerful are the church currently? 20.2%. It was on 26% before, I think. This is unfortunately giving the landowners a lot more power. Johann von Wittelsbach. We've got a Wittelsbach on our throne, he's not a real person, but I know von Wittelsbach is a real dynasty, and I think I've seen them somewhere around on the I think it would be really cool if they came out with a DLC that had like noble families and like real like nobility in Europe that could potentially take over certain countries that ask for like that become monarchy. So like similar to how like Serbia, they've well, they currently have a Serbian throne. I think it's Romania actually that I'm thinking of that have that can potentially invite one of the Germans in to become their new monarch. I mean, currently, as it stands right now, it looks like they've got Romanians in charge. Alexandru Gica. Prince of Wallachia. Replaced by the Russian-backed Bibescu. Wallachian Revolution, Romanian liberal and nationalist uprising in Wallachia. Babu Dmitry Sturbay. Alright. Yeah, I'm just looking at the history of Romania for some reason. All right, so I think the Church of Finland seem. I don't think they're going to be as mad as they were before. Okay, so 18 is not too bad. It's pretty bad, but we'll bring them back into government, and that should hopefully appease them a bit more. Now we're not going to have too much of a problem, because I don't think they actually oppose too many laws, as far as I can see. Maybe you want to get National Guard, but I think right now I want to get... I want to increase my bureaucracy. I want to get some more government administrations. We'll build another one in the capital, in Usima. Actually, we'll build 2 of them in the capital, and then we'll get some paper going. And build up those paper mills. So we've got some in Novgorod, some in Aland. All right. So tools, possibly? Yeah, I'd like to get tools. Tools would be cool. We need steel as well, so I'm gonna also maybe make a move to build some steel mills in Kuopio. Oh, though actually, maybe I shouldn't build steel here. What I want to do actually is build steel in Novgorod, because they've got coal. Oh, though, I guess that really doesn't matter too much. I think we're going to do Kuopio because we're going to get some more urbanization, and we're probably going to get some workers in from Novgorod as well. So steel works here. Let's do that. Might want to get some more trade capacity as well. Oh, there's coal up here as well. Perfect. I want to start incorporating this. Do we have a rivalry with Sweden already, or... okay. We'll look into this. Monument of the Grand Duke. Let's do it Johann von Wittelsbach. Who is the current dynasty of the Romanovs, right? Okay, we're gonna have a look at these guys. So they're currently of the Bavarian dynasty, von Bayern. Oh Jesus! I was looking at on Google, on Wikipedia for like their history, and they were apparently incredibly anti-Nazi, and were arrested and put into concentration camps. Jesus. Okay, so I'm getting away from that detour there. We might need to get another one there. Though I am going to go and finish this off. We've got railways in 27 months. So we want to prepare for that. Our economy is currently drowning in debt. Well, not drowning, but we're currently accumulating a bit of debt here. Oh, of course. Well, that might help. I might, you know, getting those taxes might do it. Oh, you know what? I could potentially... Oh, they are currently a personal union. I'm going to have a look at maybe declaring interest and actually fighting the Swedes for Norway if I can steal them. Might want to go and increase relations with the Danes though, because I do want to make that play for Scandinavia. When does my truce end with the Russians? 3 years to go. I already owe. I owe the Ottomans. Okay. Finland, 1848. Right, there we go. Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Keep taxing everything. Oh yes, I want that corporation, that fucking company. What do we need? I want to get the tools one. I need more tools. I also need more governing buildings, government administrations. Let's have a look at my homelands here. Okay. Let's go and increase our taxes. I'm going to have a look at my population. See if I'm getting any migration. Okay, so I think the West Karelians are actually moving to Russia, unfortunately. Lars Tuopo is having an affair. Let's get rid of this guy. He's a theocrat. Yes, we've got an authoritarian in charge, so they're pro-monarchy, pro-autocracy. Tenant farmers. I want to get commercialized agriculture. That'd be really nice. Yeah, we're not doing that. I mean, it'll piss off the church ever so slightly, but I think we're fine. I think we're good. Oh yeah, right. Probably want to go and reform our government. We're going to get rid of the Church of Finland, and maybe bring in. I think the intelligentsia might be a good one. Get rid of the. Petite bourgeoisie. Keep them in, I guess. Industrialists, get rid of these guys. Okay. So the industrialists might be better. I might go for laissez-faire. Yes, I do have a chance to get that, actually. Laissez-faire seems like a really good idea. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, keep taxing. Can I go and declare independence yet? Alright, so we've got another 17 months to go. Oh, you know what? Getting colonial resettlement or colonial exploitation might be a good idea. Oh, right. Got nitroglycerin as well. Maybe go for more production-related stuff, but I feel like I've gotten everything that I want as far as technologies go. So we're going to go with maybe joint stock. Yeah, let's just get this. Let's get this for now. I'm going to do investment rights. We're going to do monopoly rights as well. So they take all of the glassworks and furniture manufacturers. And I'm going to go and purchase. I'm going to go to the building registry. We're going to go to... Oh, we can nationalize all of this. It'll cost me a lot of money, but it can be done. What am I nationalizing? How do I filter specific kinds of buildings? Oh, there we go. So go with none, and then we'll filter glassworks and furniture. And okay, so we can't nationalize any of this. Maybe let's go with coal mines. Okay, there we go. Can do that. I nationalize that. What else can we nationalize? Iron mines. Okay, so we just got the one coal. Logging camps, nationalize. 14. So this is where most of my where most of the Russians are actually investing. All right, let's go and get some paper. Paper is a really good idea. It does require sulfite, though. So I'm thinking I might drop it if I don't have enough sulfite in my... Yeah, there is some sulfite up here, but it's going to be very hard to get people to, like, migrate to Koala. I'm going to try anyways. And we're going to go build a paper mill up here. I think. No, we're not. No, we're not. This is a really bad idea. But I'm going to do green grass anyways. And I'm going to have a look at my population, see where the migration has gone. Oh, we're migrating to the Russian-American company. Well, this is why I want to break from Russia, because they keep stealing my pops. Okay, so let's have a look at our construction. Okay, so we're doing pretty well here. I'm actually going to go build some more construction sectors in... oh, are we building a railway? Do we have a railway? Where is the railway? Kuopio. Alright, good. And I'm gonna go and have a look at Kuopio, at my buildings there. I'm going to set up rail transportation. So that should give us our demand for transportation. Also, we're going to have a look at the motor industries. Requires steel. Steel requires coal. We're not getting any people here. We're going to go and subsidize the steel mills so we can actually build up our motor industries. Alright, there we go. Perfect. We need more coal. So one of the things I might want to do is build up our trade capacity in the province. So we'll build up 2 of these. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the buildings. Are we getting enough coal? That's the question. Right, I think we need more trade capacity. We do have social mobility, so they should be qualifying. Okay, well, I'm going to subsidize them. I'm going to do bulk trading as well. Right, now transportation is very expensive. I might have to reduce the amount of stuff that uses transportation, so we're going to stop doing logging camps. Have a look at the local prices again. Okay. Okay, so we are building steel, and we are building up engines to supply trains to our railways, which then produce transportation. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at the building registry again. We're going to go and get rid of the coal mines, iron mines, nationalize. I'm going to nationalize one of those. Alright, Finland. Sorry, hold on. Treaty. Let's go with a treaty with the Ottoman Empire. We'll do investment rights as well, and maybe money transfer to kind of smooth it over with the Ottomans. I think we've got what we want. Oh, what? They're no longer supporting my independence? Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Ay, alright. Alright, let's go and build up more construction sectors, because our private industry seems to be... They seem to have no issues really building up more things here, so we're just going to do 5 construction sectors. And then we're going to go and purchase a bunch of stuff from the Russians. And let the private industries build up more things. Okay, very close, very close, very close. Okay, so what's the next thing we want to do? I think we want to go and start. I'll give you independence now. The Austrians will support. Prussians not so much. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna be able to do this. I can get the get them to support me as long as I give them this stuff. Maybe if I do some war commitment stuff, I don't know if they really give a shit. Do they? Oh, I guess I'll just give them money. Yeah, I can do that. And then I can push for this again. How's it? Yeah. Oh, whoops. I was gonna go and I was gonna go nationalize some industries from the Russians, but I guess I'll do that afterwards. I want to let laissez-faire do its thing. Because I'm currently, you know, I'm spending a lot of money on these treaties. With the French and the Ottomans right now. Oh, I can do the obligation thing as well, so we'll do that. There we go. Let's go. Destroy the Ottomans. Destroy the Russians, I mean. Well, I mean, I could be destroying the Ottomans in the process by forcing them into this war. Really, this is all very good for me. Right, I think why did I save it? I'll just save it now again. I saved it back in March, but I'm going to save it again. Hopefully the Prussians don't join. I know the French are definitely joining straight up, so... I'm going to wait until the last minute before I start conquering more states, but I think, yeah, I'm going to go for Ingria, because that's their capital, because fuck the Russians. And we'll do another one here, up in Vologda. I want to go for resources, primarily. So, like, coal is a good one, but there's not that much coal up here in Tver. There's iron up in here in Yaroslavl, but not much. I think Vologda is pretty much the one that I really want to go for. It's got lots of pops, and it's got lots of coal and lots of iron. Yeah, really, I just want to conquer as many states as I can into my possession. Normally, I would just liberate subjects, but that's very expensive. Very expensive maneuver-wise. So we're just going to go for these conquer state CBs. Yeah, I mean, Prussia's not joining. This is perfect. And I've got the Danes. I've got their relations increasing here, because I'm going to be forming the Empire of Scandinavia. So we want to get them on our side. Eastern Norway. Oh, right, I need Norway to join me. Maybe, I don't know, do I need to improve relations with the Norwegians or just the Swedes? I'm really hoping that the Swedes can either turn them into a puppet or a protectorate, which will allow me to steal that from them. Oh yes, please win the war, Bavaria, so the Prussians can help me out. Not the Prussians, I mean the French. The other guys can help me out. Oh, look at that. The investment pool can keep up. That's crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, let's go and reduce the standard of living for the minorities. No migration controls is actually really good, and I probably should be passing that right now. Let's do that. Also, probably don't want to keep taxing our people. We want to keep our standard of living at a certain level. Now we're going to start pressing all of these claims. So we're going to go for Ingria. We're going to go for Vologda. And we can go for one more. No, we can't. Okay, well, we can go for... Oh, what? Apparently they're my ally. Okay, let's see. Liberate country, can't do that. Can't liberate subjects. I can possibly revoke a claim, but I don't think I want to. I can transfer a subject. I can take Alaska from the Russians. That might be something I want to do. Yeah, let's take Alaska. How much is that? That's 13. And then I can go and I'll do like a dummy war goal, like enforce, no, military access. There we go. We're on 80 infamy. Good luck, Finland. Let's have a look at my migration in these provinces. So we're getting a lot of people in Koala and Cuomo. Really, I just for a joke, I just want to kind of like, just for the memes, I want to like start moving all of these people up to the north into like the most inhospitable areas in my country. Just to see if they'll survive. Right, so now my economy is like dealing with all the problems. Fabric. Right, so fabric is really expensive up here. I'm going to reduce the tariffs on that. And subventions. Really, that's a lot of stuff that I'm running out of, like meat, fruit, explosives. We need all this stuff. Damn expensive. Oh yeah, yeah. So the French and the Prussians, well, the French is really what I'm interested. They should be able to leave this war because they don't actually have any goals in mind. They're not a negotiating participant. So once they drop below like 0% war support, they're gonna help me out. Hopefully, one could hope, but it really doesn't look like they want to do anything. What are the British doing? Like they haven't they haven't brought all of their troops over. They brought their navies though. This is especially helpful, but yeah, we need more troops. Come on, Britain and Ottomans. What are the Ottomans in for? So they want Bosna, which is over here, I think. Actually, it's the Austrians that want to take that. I don't think the Ottomans are going to stay in if the Austrians leave. All right, keep doing adamant defense. I want to drop that. Just let the private industries do all the work for me. For me. Alright, we're going to keep building construction sectors because I want to keep exhausting my private funding. All of my private construction sector income, cash, investment pool, whatever you call it. Come on, Britain. Alright, I think I'm going to do a naval invasion. This should hopefully alleviate the front in Finland. So what do they want specifically? Oh, okay. Right. Okay, so they will be able to knock me out of the war fairly quickly, actually, if they take this. So I really need to go and fucking... What are the British doing? They're running... Oh my god, are you fucking... Oh, okay, well... Wow, these guys suck. Yeah, okay, well, I'm not able to push him like that. Oh yeah, let's have a look at my company. I think I can add some more industry rights to them so they can start building more things for me. I might wait. I think I'm gonna wait until I get my second company, actually. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back. A lot of radicals going on in Germany. Yeah, the Ottomans, man. They're dropping out. Man, the British are the worst allies. Fucking hell. That's a nice looking Austria-Hungary though. Yeah, I don't know. What are the British doing exactly? Are they gonna help me out with these unmobilized forces? Because I feel like, yeah, okay, so the British are involved, but they're barely involved. Come on, let's push in. God damn it. Alright. Well, adamant defense. Okay. Oh, look at that. What? Keep pushing in. Keep pushing in. Alright, I'm gonna go and do a naval invasion. Hopefully my navy is back. I'm gonna do adamant defense. And that should hopefully allow the British and the French to actually push into the capital. Excellent. Yes, this is it. This is our moment here. Alright, let's start building up these universities. No! Alright, how are the French doing? Alright, yeah, I don't think I've got this. Fuck me. So close though. So fucking close. I'll go back a couple of saves. This will be about maybe 12 months. And then... I'm just gonna save it for now. No! 'How come it keeps reducing the military occupation there? What the fuck? %. go. Keep pushing, motherfuckers. 49%. Frustrating. Yeah, okay, we've lost this. I don't think we can do this. Though I am kind of curious if I might. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should stop because I'm planning on playing. I was planning on playing Mass Effect because I just downloaded it actually. So I'm going to do that right now. I'll be back in a couple of minutes as I get the game. As I get the game running.